live on the Premier Channel Modern News, Thursday morning, October 30th, 2014. Good morning to you all. Thursday morning, October 30th, 2014. Here are your news headlines here. And our top story at 7:30 in the morning time. Here is down to the final line of the season. And Kansas City trailed 3-2 and desperate to make even the slightest dent in the Madison Montgomery. The Kansas City Royals cut up. Cleveland Hopewood outscored the 9%. Fell in front of the treasure Greg Liddell. But they came up short as the San Francisco Giants win their third World Series in 5 years with a 3-2 victory last night in game number 7 of the 2014 World Series against the Kansas City Royals in a great World Series as Madison Bumgarner was stellar last night. In Jerusalem, Israeli police on Thursday shot dead a 32-year-old Palestinian suspected of having tried hours earlier to kill a far-right Jewish activist leading the clashes in East Jerusalem and fears of a new Palestinian uprising. With Maine state troopers monitored her home, a nurse in the eye of a growing storm over state-ordered quarantines for health workers who have treated Ebola patients met the media late Wednesday after vowed that she would leave her home, but Maine officials did. Sometime in January and February, as the Ebola epidemic explodes out of West Africa, we'll start experiencing larger, more frequent outbreaks of disease in American cities. The private American rocket that exploded shortly after liftoff on Tuesday evening was powered partly by an engine built to get the cosmonauts to the moon in the 1960s. Jack Miles Storm Hollywood this week is taking the mysterious lot to the Los Angeles Lakers game, but he isn't just sightseeing. Sweden's new government on Thursday recognized that Palestinian state at a time of increased tension between Arabs and Jews over Israeli plans to build about 1,000 housing units in East Jerusalem. A middle-class amphibious assault ship is docked in the shipping on St. Nazaire on August 20, 2014 in St. Nazaire, France. As France said conditions not right to deliver warships to Russia. A psychotic killer lopped off his mother's head and dumped their body, which is the bloody corpse on the Lighthouse Street, before jumping in front of the LIRR train in the grisly murder-suicide. What started as an expose into this harassment women faced in the public has turned to the fault of her death, and rape threats against the women in the viral video. In Sacramento, California, Stockton, where this will likely learn Thursday if they can put more than 2 years of financial uncertainty behind them. Jeb Bush says that he hasn't made up his mind yet on the 2016 presidential campaign, but that didn't stop him Wednesday from taking a thinly veiled shot at the top contender for the Democratic nomination. The dollar strengthened as the Federal Reserve pointed out to an improved labor market that has ended its asset purchases. German bonds advanced while European stocks fell for the first time in the 3 days of cold decline. The documented outlook for the global economy has cast a shadow over the two more German corporate mainstays, with Lufthansa cutting its 2015 earnings guidance and Linde, the industrial gas producer, cutting its full-year and medium-term profit goals. German Chancellor Angela Merkel and Vice Chancellor and Economic Minister Sigmar Gabriel arrived for the weekly cabinet meeting in the Federal Chancellery in Berlin on Wednesday. In Washington, the Federal Reserve plans to keep an interest rate at a record low to the support of job market improvement, but still isn't fully healthy and keep helping lifting inflation to unusually low levels. On Wednesday morning, Bennett tested the NFC payment system currency, receiving an email from a company started that email address may have been compromised a still unknown group of online hackers. Fun features aside, Google's Android 5.0 Lollipop releases introduces some improvements to security with some of the yet to be publicized. Rap mogul Suge and comedian Michael Cat Williams were arrested Wednesday in a two-state segment from alleged theft of women's camera in Beverly Hills, prosecutors said. Bruce Jenner had a belated birthday celebration with his daughter Thursday, but Rob Kardashian and Chris were noticeably asked that a real royalty Kim was first to share the sweet snap with Bruce's girls. Kelly, Chloe, Kendall, Courtney, and Kim are sitting around the table. Scientists have confirmed that a frog found living in New York City wetlands is a new species. Jeremy Feinberg of Rutgers University in New Jersey, who led the study, first reported the discovery when they heard the very odd Corson call. Space weather is important for every living being and does impact on life on Earth in various ways. It's a time varied environmental conditions within the solar system. Researchers reported that the 1937 disappearance of famed American aviator Amelia Earhart's plane said on Wednesday that NASA believed a slab of aluminum found decades ago on an inhabited island in the Pacific Ocean came from her aircraft. The obesity issue in America has recently been taken into account the manufacture of overweight crash test dummies. The manufacture of crash test dummies is not the new thing. This being done since 1950 by the company Humanetics Incorporated. Wilmington, Delaware. AstraZeneca AZN 0.14% up today, and that's that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has put today Wednesday XIGDO XR. Dapa, gliflozin, and metformin have declined extended release. The fight against Ebola in Liberia got some welcome news with a little caution. The number of new cases in the nation appear to be caught with fewer barrels of lab confirmations and less crypt hospitals in the World Health Organization. Britain opened a national sperm bank on Thursday to meet wise on demand for donors. Officials said it was designed to help single women, men with fertility problems, and same-sex couples that build families. The time now, 25 minutes at 8 o'clock, 7:35. Here it is, time now for the morning stock market report. Here, Dow features 68.51.00, down 73. SP features 1962, down 10 and a quarter. And Nasdaq features 40.51, down 21 and a quarter. European markets, DAX 8.32.59, down 150.22. FTSE 6390.18, down 63.69. CAC 4060.04, down 42.60. Asian markets, Nikkei 5658.20, up 104.29. Shanghai 2390.94, up 17.91. HSI 23702.04, down 117.83. U.S. markets here, Dow Jones 6974.31, down 31.44. S&P 500 1982.30, down 2 and 3 quarters. Nasdaq 4549.23, down 50.07. Oil markets, 81.48, down 72 cents. Brent 86.40, down 72 cents. And natural gas 3.798, down up 1 cent there. And gold 1204, down 20.90. Silver 60.80, down 464,000 a point. And copper 3.0635, down 1,000 a point. Bonds, U.S. 10 yield 2.30, 31%, down 200 a point. German 10 yield 0.855%, down 36,000 a point. And Germany's 10 yield 0.469, down 2,000 a point. And European US dollar 1.2591, down 4,000 a point. US dollar, Japanese yen 108.99, up 1,000 a point. And Great Britain pound, US dollar 1.6001, down 8,000 a point. In Manchester, Hampshire, a motor vehicle accident on Union Street and Auburn Street, and CEOs report 2 vehicles involved. MS trends 1 person with shoulder injury. In New London, New Hampshire, third alarm fire, 1500 King Hill Road, and New London Wood Products at third alarm on arrival. Heavy fire. In New Hampshire, Manchester, second alarm fire, 103 Brook Street. UDCFD reported under control. Crews overall. Take a look at Fox News here at 7:38 here. And the Boston Celtics opened up their 2014-2015 NBA regular season with the right foot as they defeat the Brooklyn Nets 121-105 with Kalen 19 points here. Next up for the Celtics, they will be playing the Houston Rockets on Saturday night at Houston here. And the Boston Bruins will be out in Buffalo taking on the Buffalo Sabres tonight. Here we go. Jose Catalan was scratched from the New York Knicks lineup because of a straight back calf, leaving Shane Larkin as the third at point guard against Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls. The Houston Rockets spoiled. Quinn Snyder's debut as Utah Jazz coach. 2 for more 55-pound title holders. Ben Henderson and Eddie Alvarez agreed to meet as Ben Henderson to face Eddie Alvarez at a UFC Fight Night event on January 18th in Boston. Sacramento, Steve Kerr lost in Boston as his NBA coach debut, but he hopefully got the game ball to celebrate the occasion as Warriors made a winner out of Kerr as they defeated Sacramento 95-6 at the season opener on Wednesday. Peter Channel News Time, 7:39 here, and let's take a look at the traffic situation here on this. So zoom on in here and take a look at the Southeast, especially on the northbound side. It is backed up From the split down to Dorchester here, Route 3 Dock Lowso from Derby Street to Hingham down to Braintree Split. Route 24 here is backed up from Route 123 in Brockton and Route 27 in Brockton all the way down to 120 in Randolph here. 95 northbound slow from 140 in Foxborough all the way down from Mechanic Street. Hit the brakes again from Mechanic Street in Sharon all the way up to Route 120 in Canton here. Route 129 on northbound side is backed up from Route 24 in Randolph all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham here. 129 on the westbound side, southbound side, slope from Woodfield all the way down to Route 3 in Woburn and Route 128 southbound backed up from Route 3 in Burlington all the way down for Route 2 in Lexington here. And all the way down through Route 20 in Waltham here. And that's back in the eastbound side. It is backed up from 495 in Westboro all the way down for Route 85 in Hopkins here. And you hit the brakes again after you pass Route 9 in Framingham all the way down through Natick. And you hit the brakes again on the pike from 120 in Weston all the way out to the BU Bridge here and Boston University. And that's back to Lawn Fine from the Pruitt all the way down to the Logan Airport. Route 128 modified on both sides from Peabody out of Gloucester. Route 3 on the southbound side is backed up from Chelmsford all the way down to Billerica. Route 93 on the southbound side is backed up from Route 133 and Andover down through Route 129 in Wilmington in there, and you hit the brakes again at 93 from Melrose all the way down through the Zachem Bridge here. Route 1 south slow from Chelsea all the way down through 93. Tipping Hilton a little slow on the southbound side. Northbound side is Lawn Fine here. 195 at the southbound side is slow from Route 20 and Andover all the way down to 93 in Andover here, and take a look at the Providence area outlook here. Route 195 on the westbound side, slow from Seacock all the way down to downtown Providence. Route 95 slow from the Pawtucket Scripps and southbound side of 95 down to downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side, slow from Route 37 to Warwick all the way down through Route 6 connector in Cranston here. Route 6 to the eastbound side is backed up all the way you approach to the 610 connector. In the 610 connector, a little slow from Johnson all the way down through the downtown Providence at 95. 146 south slow from Route 15 down through Route 95 in Providence here. And 146 little slow at North Smithfield stretch to 99 North little slow by the Cumberland Hill. Take a look at the Worcester area community here. Route 290 on the northbound side. It'll back up from Route 12. All the way down from downtown Worcester. Route 156 northbound a little slow. You approach Route 290 here. And 290 south a little slow from 190 down from downtown Worcester here. And Route 495 a little slow. You approach the Mass Park. Better telling news on 7:43 here. Let's take a look at the weather. Here are current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 7:43 a.m. 37 degrees on temperature, foggy skies, humidity 96%, wind speed is calm, barometer 29.93 inches, dew point about 36 degrees, that is visibly half a mile. Current conditions, man, region here, 48 degrees on temperature right now. Boston is 45 in Pittsburgh, 35 in Bedford, 41 in Beverly, 44 in Gloucester, 38 in Haverhill, 41 in Worcester, 36 in Sturbridge and Webster, 44 in Milford, 35 in Knox, 37 in Taunton, 42 in New Bedford, 50 in Plymouth, and the Provincetown, 49 in Chatham, 45 in Falmouth, 53 in Cape Cod Bay, 44 in Martha's Vineyard, 52 in Nantucket, 52 in Block Island, 49 in Westerly, 43 in Smithfield, 49 in New York, 46 in Islip, 54 in Montauk, 54 in Long Island, 44 in Bridgeport, 42 in New Haven, 40 in Danbury, 37 in Waterbury, 30 in Meriden, 36 in Hartford, 36 in Winslow, 36 in Springfield, 37 in Amherst, 39 in Greenfield, it's 43 out of Pittsfield, 46 in Northampton, 40 out of Albany, 46 out of Bayton, 43 in Bradford, Vermont, 46 in Rutland, Vermont, it's 34 in Keene, Hampshire, 35 in Brattleboro, Vermont, 36 in Nashville, Hampshire, 39 in Manchester, Hampshire, 30 in Concord, Hampshire, 37 in Old Corner, Hampshire, 39 in Portsmouth, Hampshire, 39 up in Park, Maine. Here, take a look at a national map situation. Warp front from western tip of Oregon to sea, cold front off the Oregon's coastline. We got a cold front from Alberta, stretching down from Montana, down from South Dakota, station front from eastern South Dakota, down from Nebraska, front from central Kansas, stretching it out western Oklahoma, western Texas, down from New Mexico. Here, with low pressure in central New Mexico, down from northern Kansas. Front down from Minnesota, and a front from eastern Tennessee, down from the Carolinas. Here. From Nevada down to the California coastline. From Nevada from Southern Nevada down for Arizona. Fortified down for the Mexican coastline and a fortified down for the Gulf of Mexico, northeastern tip of Mexico. Here. And fortified for northeastern Ontario with a low pressure stretching down for Quebec. And station 5 from Texas and the cold front from the Gulf of Mexico and a station down for the Carolinas. Merging with a cold front from North Carolina, stretching up in the Atlantic seaboard down for Nova Scotia. And up the eastern shores of Quebec. Here. Well, we got low pressure north of Mexico, off the western Canada coastline, and western Minnesota and southern Quebec. Here, we'll get some high pressure in western Montana, western Colorado, and northwestern Louisiana, and northern Indiana. Here, 44 degrees at temperature right now. Here in Detroit, 30 out in Pittsburgh, 50 out in Washington, D.C., 46 in Atlanta, 73 in Miami, 68 in Brownsville, Texas, 56 in Dallas, Texas. 49 in Kansas City, 43 in Omaha, Nebraska, 35 in Chicago, 39 in Minneapolis, 35 in Great Falls, Montana, 52 in Seattle, Washington, 61 in San Francisco, 65 in Los Angeles, 58 in Las Vegas, 41 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 47 in Denver, 67 in Salt Lake City, Utah, and 51 degrees at temperature right now in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here. Alright, let's take a look at our map situation here. Rain showers off the New England coastline, stretching off the Virginia coastline. Line of showers or storms off the Carolina coastline. Spotty rain showers around Nova Scotia to stretch from western Newfoundland there. Spotty rain showers around northern Missouri down for eastern portions of Kansas. Stretching up to Iowa. Southern Minnesota rain sleet to snow showers around northern Wisconsin up to northern Minnesota and it's snow showers from southern Ontario and western and eastern portions of Quebec. Well, we'll see some rain showers on the western portions of Oregon up in Washington State, north central Idaho here. And we'll take a look at the satellite view, and it shows a lot of clouds from the Atlantic Canada stretching all the way down off the Carolina coastline here. Now, a lot of clouds from the northern New England and down for New York, Pennsylvania, down for West Virginia. A lot of clouds from eastern Kansas down to northern Missouri, up into the western Great Lakes, and up in the northern Mississippi Valley, and up in the Ontario down for Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, down for western North Dakota. A lot of clouds from western Montana, Wyoming, and down for the Pacific Northwest, and a lot of clouds coming from the California coastline here, and a lot of clouds from southeastern Mexico here. All right. Okay, take a look at the Eastern Pacific here. And a westward moving area of low pressure located just north of the Virgin Islands is producing dislocated showers and thunderstorms. Mainly in the northeast and northern center, and upper level winds are expected to remain unfavorable for tropical cyclone development while the system turns toward the northwest and the north for the next couple of days. Formation change for hours. Low 10% of formation change for 5 days. Low 10% there. Tropical pressure 21E. Cell location 11.0 to the north, 1.2 to the west. Max today winds 35 miles per movement, west about 6 miles an hour here. Public advisory here. Tropical pressure forms well south of Mexico. There are no coastal waters waters effect. At 2 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. UTC, the central tropical depression. Tropical west located near latitude 11.0 to the north. Longitude 101.2 to the west, and the depression is moving toward the west near 6 miles per 9 kilometers an hour. As it turns toward the west, southwest is forecast later today, and this motion should continue Friday. Back to the same winds out near 35 miles per 55 kilometers an hour. With higher gusts and gradual strengthening is forecast during the next 48 hours, and the depression is expected to become a tropical system later today or tonight. Here. And no tropical cyclones expected Friday evening to the Central Pacific. Here. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast of temperature around the country here. Major throws set it up over the United States. Direct relief on the way for California, and Arctic surface high settles southward of the United States. The cold front that has moved offshore from the east coast has delivered a cooler for more fall-like air mass. The eastern United States in this cold weather is expected to continue for Halloween. Things will get more interesting as we head into the weekend as a Manitoba and Marlin, as upper level lows coming from the Canadian province of Manitoba. Dive southward towards the southern Appalachians by Saturday morning. This will result in the development of a highly amplified flow over the east coast and strong surface slow development offshore. In terms of sensible weather, impacts expect much colder weather by Saturday with numerous showers and snow and high elevations in the Appalachians across the western United States. Good news in the forecast for much of California. The more southern storm brings badly needed rain to the drought-stricken areas, and this rain will come courtesy of a Pacific cold front as a period of steady rainfall along with the isolated thunderstorms and likely for central and northern California Friday. Snow is likely to be the highest elevations in the Sierra Nevada where winter storm watches are currently in effect. Showers expected in the pleasant northwest. And elsewhere across the country, a large surface high from Canada will settle southward into the central United States to close out the week. With cold and dry conditions expected to dry and pleasant weather expected for the desert southwest. High pressure will bring dry and seasonal conditions throughout the end of the work week. A coastal storm will likely deliver and clouds and balls to the region late Saturday to Sunday. But the opportunity for higher impact still exists and mainly dry wherever falls with a significant warmer trend by next Tuesday and Wednesday. Last of the showers have cleared the outer Cape and the Ticonet OHZ. I've noticed some more showers lingering well south of Long Island that might clip that second 5 mid-morning. I've kept a dry forecast going there. For now, Petri fog with visibility is locally lowered to half mile less than across the Connecticut Valley will. Just made by mid-morning for today. Expect dry conditions as weak as high pressure approaches from the west end of the day as H5 shortwave crosses the region. Pushing offshore by midday, HA5 temperatures do fall during the temps will be seasonable for late October, topping off in the 50s. Expect light west-northwest winds with a light pressure gradient across the region. Here. Okay. After some early morning fog inland, expect mostly sunny but much cooler conditions here. As highs will be in the 50s, which are close to seasonal normals, but up to 15 degrees colder than Wednesday, and high pressure will keep dry conditions in place across the region by tonight. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Here, for today, we are going to see some. Most of the skies have about 58 degrees at northwest wind about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Tonight, parts of the skies low about 35 degrees, northwest wind about 5 miles per hour in the evening. Friday, parts of the skies high about 54 degrees. Calm breeze becoming in the office about 5 to 7 miles per hour in the afternoon. By that, jet rain mid after 3 a.m. Most of the skies low about 41 degrees. Nothing's wind about 7 miles per hour, jet rain to 30%. Saturday, rain likely mid after 9 a.m. Cloud skies high about 49 degrees and north wind about 11 miles per hour. Wind gust size 28 miles per hour, jet rain to 70%. Friday night, jet rain mid before 3 a.m. Cloud skies low about 33 degrees and jet rain to 50%. Sunday, most of the cloud skies high about 49 degrees. Sunday night, most of the skies low about 29 degrees. Monday, sky about 51 degrees. Monday night, most of the skies low about 32 degrees. Tuesday, most of the skies about 57 degrees. Tuesday night, most of the skies low about 44 degrees everywhere. Wednesday, parts of the skies about 6 degrees. Painters, what a phrase of the day. A terrific day, but a little cooler in town. This PJ Wednesday. Have a good day with the podcast. I'll see you for our noontime report. Have a good day.